What if I told you that losing 65 pounds wasn't about restriction, wasn't about more hustle, and wasn't about burnout? Let me introduce you to Robin's journey, because her story might be yours. Now, here's the crazy thing about this story and what brought us together is that Robin reached out to me initially for a protein powder. Little did she know that that conversation was going to be a catalyst for true transformation. She had been struggling with dieting from an early age, influenced by her mother, putting her on the next one every time there was something new for her to try. She was a business owner working long hours with no self-prioritization. And unfortunately, she was extremely unhappy with her body. She had tried multiple diets, including doing Weight Watchers several times over and over again, feeling stuck, stressed, and was really trying to outwork her diet and that stress. So she joined me in my one-on-one coaching, which started as 3 months. And we ended up continuing to work together for 18 months. And why? You might be asking, why so long? Because we took what she was focusing on. The focus shifted from weight loss to mindset, routines, and stress management. And we were actually able to do little tweaks to her diet to help her improve. And one of the first ones was to increase her protein. So the protein powder was actually used in her protocol. But we didn't rely on strict meal plans or guidance. It was simply to increase her protein. As well, she was struggling with time and getting things done. And so I introduced her to a few time techniques like the Pomodoro. We set strong boundaries at work. We gave her focused time and as well gave her permission to hire help. We also built morning and evening routines, which was something that she had never done before, bringing in meditation, affirmations, and mindset shifts, allowing her to take solo trips and to prioritize herself. She now had routines that were all for her. So beyond those 65 pounds, she woke up without hitting the snooze button. She found peace again. She joined spin classes, things that she loved to do, and as well improved her time management. But the flexibility in her schedule was game-changing for her, and she honestly became so much more self-aware. And that was probably one of the biggest things that she shared with me in our time together. She wasn't aware of the things that were going on in her life that she was just chalking up to normal, or it was just the way that it was meant to be. She also strengthened relationships, improved her self-talk, and prioritized joy. She took her first solo trip, and then became trips. She had multiple different trips that she was able to take because she wanted to do things and didn't want to feel tied to one spot. She didn't feel like she was dieting. That was a huge win. She was focused on the basics: her sleep, her movement, stress reduction. So this caused a ripple effect in her life. Family and work life improved, as well as those boundaries that were respected. She embodied alignment by realizing she mattered, and self-care became completely non-negotiable. It wasn't a luxury. And what inspires me the most as her coach is her willingness to get uncomfortable, to trust, and to do the growth. Her story represents trust for others, trusting the process in themselves. The lesson is stepping into the unknown. Even when you think you know what to do, the question is, if you know, why aren't you doing it? So her story honestly perfectly reflects aligned, not addicted, because she was addicted to work and she learned to balance success and joy. And Robin's story is proof that you don't need another diet, another plan, more willpower. You simply need to be aligned with what it is you want in your life. And when you shift your habits, your mindset, and your energy from survival to self-trust, everything changes. If you're tired of restriction, burnout, or starting over every Monday, I'd love to help you create your own version of this transformation. You can actually book a wellness strategy and roadmap session with me, and I'll put the link below this video so that we can get absolutely clear on what alignment looks like for you. So if this landed for you, don't just think about it, do something with it. Also, come hang out with me and Evolve. It's my free community where I share more tools, real talk, to help you really realign your life and your energy. Aligned, not addicted. Fully becoming who you were meant to be.